Hello, welcome back to today's second video. We're going to have a look at the late spring bank holiday weekend for today's second video. So we did the first update for the late spring bank holiday on Tuesday day. So we did that on Sunday. Yesterday we did an update looking at some festivals that will be occurring over this bank holiday weekend. There'll be a lot going on during this late spring bank holiday weekend. This is update 2 for the official bank holiday weekend update. So we'll see what the GFS model has to say for tonight's second update. The first update that we did on Sunday was rather cool and unsettled overall. But the models have made a big shift since then towards high pressure in the extended outlook. So we'll see what is predicted right now. Just say that today's first video update is on the homepage, and that's looking at weather next week to 10 days. Also, the CFS B2 for the next month. There's a lot of anticyclonic influences coming up. So we're going to start off with Friday 25th of May, which is just 10 days away now. So this is beginning to head in towards the sort of semi-reliable time frame of the GFS model, although we're still really just using this for trends at the moment. We'll continue to do so for this week. Then next week we'll be looking to try and firm up on some detail. But for Friday 25th May, which will be the getaway day for the bank holiday weekend, we find that we've got high pressure dominating the weather. We've got high pressure over Scandinavia, we've got high pressure out in the Atlantic. They're ridging towards one another. But what's happening is that we're bringing a bit of a trough or some sort of feature in from off the North Sea. You can see that by this kink in the isobars coming in across England and Wales too. So although the broad pattern does look very settled with high pressure dominating and the upper air temperatures are warm, we are seeing cloud moving in from off the North Sea into these eastern counties, and there is some showery rain moving in off the North Sea in towards the east coast as well. Temperatures are generally warm or very warm into the upper teens or low 20s Celsius. Maximum temperatures actually across sort of Moray Firth, across Scotland, 23, 24 possible up there. Quite widely seeing temperatures of around 18 to 20, but over towards the east coast where it's cooler, cloudier, we've got those showers moving in off the North Sea. There we're seeing temperatures quite cool actually, just 14 to 15 degrees. That's a kind of small scale detail though, that it really is too far away to have any confidence in it. So as we go through to the first day of the bank holiday weekend, which is Saturday 26th of May, again high pressure is broadly dominating the pattern. We've got it in over Scandinavia, we've got it out in the Atlantic as well, but over the UK it's all rather slack, and again we've got these little elongations in the isobars. So although the broad pattern is very settled, actually this is quite an unsettled day. Upper air temperatures are still looking relatively warm, no problems there. There's plenty of sunshine in the south, but it's fairly cloudy in the north and the east. But look at that rain that we've got being suggested there for northern eastern parts of Scotland down to northern England. Heavy showers, maybe even thunderstorms there across northern and eastern parts of the country on Saturday the 26th of May. It's cooler as well under that rain. Temperatures adjusting to the low teens Celsius, 13, 14 degrees. But in any sunshine, we're up to around 20 or 21. High pressure is still well and truly in control on Sunday, sitting just out to our southwest. And the air coming around that is from a slightly fresher sort of northwesterly direction. Upper air temperatures are still looking pretty cool. There's a mix of cloud and clear spells with this sort of northwesterly flow coming around the top of the high pressure. A lot of dry weather, a few showers running down the east coast, but most places are looking fairly dry. Actually, what those green colours are picking up on is potentially a fair amount of cloud. Temperatures, because it's quite cloudy, temperatures are lower, so just into the low to mid-teens Celsius, sort of 13 to 17, something like that. And then we go through to the bank holiday Monday itself, which is Monday 28th of May. That's the day of the late spring bank holiday Monday this year. And again, high pressure is dominating the weather from the Atlantic over towards Scandinavia. You've got a bit of an easterly wind down across England and Wales. Upper air temperatures throughout this whole period, the upper air temperatures are pretty warm. Mix of clear spells and cloud and about high pressure. This down here across England and Wales is depicting quite cloudy skies some showery rain across Scotland and Northern Ireland. The temperatures in any sunshine were up to around 16, 17, 18 degrees under cloudy skies. There is quite a lot of cloud and there is high pressure. Temperatures are just sort of 13 to 15 degrees. Now, I'm not sure how seriously we take this update. It is a very, for the scenario, which is high pressure dominating from the Atlantic to Scandinavia, we are very, very unlucky with having lots of cloud and showery bursts of rain, and pretty much for the pattern, if it can go wrong, it is all going wrong there. And it's a long way out. I'd suggest that if it verified like that, this bank holiday, or the coming bank holiday, will be significantly sunnier than that is suggesting. It would also be significantly drier and significantly warmer, I think, if that pattern came off. So we have shifted from update 1 to a much more anticyclonic pattern, but we are still kind of quite unlucky, given the broad anticyclonic weather that's going on. We're quite unlucky to still have a relatively unsettled and fairly cool and cloudy bank holiday weekend. I'm just not really buying that at all, really. So I would suggest if it came off as that shows, it would be a lot warmer, a lot drier, a lot sunnier than that is depicting. So I think we wait for the next update. The third update will be coming up on Thursday evening, and if it's still showing that broad anticyclonic scenario for this bank holiday weekend, I suspect it will be a lot drier and warmer than this particular GFS run is suggesting. Right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.